Welcome to the April 2023 edition of Oilfield Network News. Our focus is helping others by producing news about hazards and injuries to help eliminate repeat accidents. We also highlight new technology and help people in the oil and gas industry network for job and career opportunities. In order to better help both our industry and global consumers of energy, we're now reporting on all energy industries. There's been a lot of focus on carbon reduction, so for this month's safety, let's learn a lesson from one of the lowest carbon footprint energies, nuclear. There is still nuclear power generation globally, and talk of moving forward with new technology that uses less dangerous nuclear fuel by folks with funding like Bill Gates. In learning from a major mistake, the Chernobyl 1986 accident, whose first bullet description from the World Nuclear Association is this: the Chernobyl accident in 1986 was the result of a flawed reactor design that was operated with inadequately trained personnel. Once again, as in countless accidents we've experienced in the oil and gas industry, inadequate training is one of the primary root causes of the accident. Regardless of the energy producing industry in which you're working, audit workers who are in critical process positions and audit your training. You may recall in the Piper Alpha incident, inadequate training was also a root cause. Once again, we recommend putting training in the news and just in time, just enough, customized just for your industry news as part of your training. In previous editions, we've reported on several of our oilfield friends becoming authors. Here are a few short excerpts from our interview with Alex Juden.
I was writing when I was in the Navy. I started a whole bunch of books that I started writing when I was still in flight school. But I'm not sure those will ever see light of day, just because I've gotten more interested in, between the wars, right after World War I. I just find that time to be fascinating because there was, so much potential and, so much was up in the air, and it just happened to spin a certain way. And so I find that to be really interesting.
So you went from the Navy to trial law to corporate law in the oil service industry. What got you back into writing?
The thing for me is I write because I love to write. It's really fun for me. I love the research. I mean, I was a history major in college, and, some people are stat geeks. I'm a history geek.
Alex, your book reminds me a lot of one of my favorite authors, James Michener, because there's a lot of real history tied into the fiction.
Yeah, and that's actually very nice of you to say, because that's what I wanted to do. My ulterior motive in writing these, one, I love to do it, as I said, is I'm trying to teach people some history at the same time.
One last question. When will the new edition, Part 2, be published?
So, great question. 3 to 4 months out, and that might be optimistic. So if I get it out by the end of the year, I'd be okay with that. I wouldn't be happy, but I'd be okay with that.
Thanks, Alex, for telling us about your latest career as an author. You'll be able to see the whole interview posted on our website under the Full Story tab. On the networking side, check out Energy Education Foundation Fishing Tournament, which is out of Galveston, May 18th and 19th. Thanks to John Booman for the excellent communications with us and leadership in this newly branded organization that promotes STEM and energy awareness in K through 12 education. On a final note, April 29, old and young Louisiana Gulf Coast SLB friends are invited to the annual splash party in Lafayette. We were very sorry to hear one of the organizers of this event, Jim Chiasson, passed away April 4th. Our thoughts and prayers are with Charlene and his family and friends. That's it for now. Have a safe April.